Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going bigger than ever before. And no, I don't mean we're giving away a private island, although that's not a bad idea for a future video. We're diving into a world of knowledge, exploring 25 fascinating facts that are so mind-blowing you'll be saying, "What?" after every single one. Get ready to have your mind blown wide open. We're talking about things you wouldn't believe about history, animals, space, and even your own body. Seriously, some of these are so crazy, you'll want to call your friends and tell them immediately. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's get started. Okay, first up, let's talk about clouds. They look all fluffy and light, right? Like you could just reach up and grab a handful. But what if I told you that the average cumulus cloud, you know, those big puffy white ones, weighs about the same as a jumbo jet? That's right, a massive airplane. These fluffy giants can hold millions of pounds of water and they're just casually floating above our heads. It just goes to show how much we take for granted in this amazing world. Next up, we're getting up close and personal with your tongue. Now, you know everyone has unique fingerprints, but did you know your tongue print is just as unique? That's right, no two tongues are alike. Scientists believe that your tongue print could be even more accurate than a fingerprint for identification. So, the next time you stick your tongue out at someone, just remember, you're showing off your one-of-a-kind mark. Let's bust a myth, shall we? You've probably heard that the Great Wall of China is the only human-made structure visible from space. Well, that's actually not true. Astronauts have confirmed that while the Great Wall is impressive, it's not visible from space with the naked eye. You can see plenty of other things though, like cities at night, major roadways, and even some large bridges. Time for a sweet fact. Imagine burying a jar of honey in your backyard and digging it up 1,000 years later. Guess what? It would still be good to eat. Honey is a natural preservative and has an incredibly long shelf life. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that were still edible after thousands of years. Talk about the ultimate pantry staple. Get ready to sparkle because this next fact is out of this world. Did you know that there's a planet out there that's made mostly of pure crystallized carbon? And you know what that means? Diamonds. This planet, called 55 Cancri e, is twice the size of Earth and has a mass 8 times greater. Scientists estimate that the planet's diamond value is around 26.9 nonillion. That's a 26 with 30 zeros after it. Let's talk goldfish. Now you've probably heard that they have a memory span of only a few seconds, right? Well, prepare to have your mind blown because that's totally false. Goldfish actually have pretty good memories for fish. They can remember things for months and can even be trained to recognize their owners and perform tricks. So next time you see a goldfish, give them some credit. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the deadliest creature on Earth? Sharks? Snakes? Well, think smaller. A lot smaller. The deadliest creature on the planet is actually the mosquito. These tiny insects are responsible for over 1 million deaths every year due to the diseases they carry. That's more than any other animal, including humans. Get ready to be amazed by the powerhouse inside your head. Your brain is more powerful than you might think. In fact, the human brain has about 100 billion neurons, which is more than the number of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. And get this, your brain generates enough electricity to power a light bulb. That's right, you're walking around with a light show happening inside your skull. Ever wondered about people with blue eyes? Well, here's a fascinating fact. Every single person with blue eyes can trace their ancestry back to a single individual who lived between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago. This individual had a genetic mutation that resulted in blue eyes, and that mutation has been passed down through generations. So, if you have blue eyes, you're part of a very exclusive club. We all yawn, but have you ever stopped to wonder why? Scientists still aren't entirely sure what causes yawning, but the leading theory is that it helps regulate our brain temperature. When we yawn, we take in a big gulp of air, which cools down our brains. It's like a built-in air conditioning system. Plus, it's contagious, so get ready to yawn after this. Time to address a common misconception about bats. You know how people say they're blind as a bat? Well, that's just not true. Bats aren't blind at all. In fact, they can see quite well, And they also use echolocation to navigate and find food, especially in the dark. So, next time you see a bat, remember, they're not flying blind. Ever wondered why your fingernails grow faster than your toenails? Well, it all comes down to exposure to sunlight and how much you use them. Your fingernails are exposed to more sunlight, which stimulates growth. Plus, you use your hands way more than your feet, and all that activity encourages faster nail growth. Let's talk about the incredible monarch butterfly. These delicate creatures make one of the longest migrations in the animal kingdom. Every year, millions of monarchs fly from Canada and the United States all the way to Mexico for the winter. That's a journey of over 3,000 miles. It's truly an amazing feat of nature. Think chocolate milk was invented by some fancy food scientist? Nope. It was actually created in Jamaica in the 1700s. Irish botanist Sir Hans Sloane was there studying the local flora and fauna. When he discovered people mixing cocoa with milk and water, he brought the idea back to England, and the rest, as they say, is history. Let's talk about sleep. We all need it, but some animals have some pretty strange sleep habits. For example, did you know that dolphins sleep with only half their brain at a time? They literally shut down one hemisphere of their brain, keeping the other half active to control their breathing and stay alert to predators. Talk about multitasking. Ever wondered what gives flamingos their beautiful pink color? It's all thanks to their diet. Flamingos get their pink hue from the pigments in the algae and brine shrimp they eat. These foods contain carotenoids, which are the same pigments that give carrots their orange color. So the next time you see a flamingo, think of shrimp. Get ready for a fact that's both amazing and a little bit creepy. Did you know that your body contains enough iron to make a small nail? It's true. Iron is an essential mineral that our bodies need to function, and it's found in red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body. So you're basically a walking iron mine. Ever get that eerie feeling that you've experienced something before even though you know you haven't? That's déjà vu, and it's a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists for centuries. There are a few theories about what causes it, but no one knows for sure. It could be a glitch in the brain, a memory from a dream, or even a sign that you're living in a parallel universe. Did you know that music has the power to physically change your brain? It's true! Studies have shown that listening to music can reduce stress, improve memory, and even boost your immune system. So, crank up your favorite tunes and let the music work its magic. We all cry, but did you know that there are actually different types of tears? Emotional tears, the kind we shed when we're sad or happy, contain stress hormones that our bodies release when we cry. On the other hand, reflex tears, the kind that come out when we chop onions, are simply our body's way of protecting our eyes from irritants. So next time you cry, pay attention to what kind of tears they are. Calling all lefties. Did you know that only about 10% of the world's population is left-handed? That makes you pretty special. Scientists aren't exactly sure what determines left-handedness, but it's thought to be a combination of genetics and environmental factors. Koalas are undeniably adorable, but here's a fact you might not know. They have fingerprints that are so close to humans that they could taint crime scenes. Seriously, koala fingerprints are so similar to ours that even experts have trouble telling them apart. So, if you're ever framed for a crime, you might want to check if any koalas were nearby. Get ready to be grossed out and amazed at the same time. When you sneeze, the air and droplets from your nose and mouth can travel up to 100 miles per hour. That's faster than a cheetah. So the next time you sneeze, remember to cover your mouth and nose to avoid sharing your germs at supersonic speeds. Ants might be tiny, but they're incredibly strong. In fact, ants can lift objects that are up to 50 times their own body weight. That's like a human lifting a car. They're also incredibly social insects, with complex colonies that can rival human cities in terms of organization and efficiency. Last but not least, let's talk about something we all experience every day: the Earth's rotation. You know how we have day and night? Well, that's because the Earth is constantly spinning on its axis. And get this, the Earth is rotating at a speed of about 1,000 miles per hour. You don't feel it, but you're basically on a giant spinning merry-go-round. Wow, we've covered some seriously mind-blowing stuff today. From clouds weighing as much as jumbo jets to diamonds in space, the world is full of incredible and surprising facts just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these fascinating facts, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. Until next time, keep those brains buzzing.